teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. Deontay Spencer on the return from his end zone.
Clock now on first down.
Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27th. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco.
And now the rookie screen. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they started down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. This one complete to Jerry Judy. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy. Of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
41 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1.
Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Melvin Gordon, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line, collective victory, epic. the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And no return here for Agnew, so they'll bring it out, start the drive at the 25. Play action. It's Lawrence. Out to the flat for Hyde. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. Second down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man, there's Tim Tebow. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Trevor Lawrence keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And that makes the score 14-7. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he'll be out right at the 35. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. From the gun, it's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. Here's Locke to throw. No escape from Locke, and he'll go down. Devon Hamilton in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. He's going to look deep down the field. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd. Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play. Sharks got it, left side. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Lawrence to Chark, 1st down, Jacksonville. Now Lawrence on 1st down. They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Again, it's Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The play fake for Robinson. Now Lawrence. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world? No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives him a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get it. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick. And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well. It's a 1st down and more for Gordon. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Block off of play action. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. But they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They fake the handoff. Now Locke. Oh, he stays up. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy as time expires in the first half. And the Broncos have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. McManus's point after is good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams running through their final adjustments before they head out of the locker room. We're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, let's go back upstate to Jacksonville and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll run with Etienne. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down. Going for it, here's Etienne. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
You got tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Look at me. Go.
Now Lawrence. He's got his tight end. It's Chris Manhertz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Now Lawrence to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. Robinson, a first down and then some. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Hey, Wahoo!
Lawrence going to throw again.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marvin Jones there to make the grab.
And the Jaguars have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Throwing again on second down. Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. Locke on target to Fant for a Bronco first down. Locke now to throw. Going right back to Fant. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Locke looks to throw it again. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. Throwing now is Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Man open, here is Jones. Touchdown, Jaguars. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And talk about a quick answer. This looked like a missed assignment. You'd think someone would be able to rein him in after he makes this catch, but he's so slippery in the open field, he's able to take it all the way to the end zone.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
On the return is Spencer. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
On play action, Locke. He'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
To throw it is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 63 yards.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. And CD, we've seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
Yeah, and this is one of the best runs you'll see. A lot of times on these long touchdowns, you'll see he gets into the end zone untouched, but not here. He fought his way through contact, and it barely even registered, and he just continued down the field all the way to the end zone.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Come on, set, 50, play. Pilot, 64, shoot.
Now Lawrence. He finds Robinson. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. Returning it, here's Spencer.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Locke going to throw.
That's out to the flat for Gordon.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Now Locke, gotta have this one. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Robinson. Every yard they gain, getting them better and better field position, and obviously a field goal makes this a 2-score contest. That's really all they need.
And that means for your play caller, he's not looking to the attack portion of his sheet, right? He's looking for, okay, what do we have that's going to keep us in a good spot? No lost yardage plays. Let's kick a field goal, go up 2 scores. If we score a touchdown, great. But that's not what you're really playing.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. James Robinson, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Well, they were looking to pick up the 1st down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage, partner. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam, and he found it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Locke. He's going to let it fly. And got his man, complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 85 yards. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score.
For Jerry Jeudy, this is why he was a 1st-round pick back in 2020. The route running, and the hands are great, but the speed, that sets him apart.
And I think this is what the early proponents of the forward pass were thinking about. Get it to a receiver and have him do some work afterwards in order to create the big play we just saw there.
And the Jaguars are going to cover this one up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number as empirical.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Nice pick.
Picked off by Justin Simmons. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40.
They absolutely had to take some chances downfield trailing here in the fourth quarter.
So why not go 4 verticals, send the guys downfield, say make a play?
And that's one of the favored routes of offensive coordinators. You know why? Because receivers can be open at any point running that route.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Locke. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And this ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll have a quick first down here as he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
Ready? 70, Indy. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long
Here's Lawrence. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield, and now it's 2nd down. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that could finish things off for them.
On 2nd and 10, Lawrence. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
ready. 30 base. Hey, Haywood.
49, check 49, check 49.
Rock it. Switch. Ready.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
Now
Jamal Agnew from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Check pass. Check pass. Hey, Alpha.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
They're starting to put together a nice drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Hey, Charlie.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. It's a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call PPR?
Receiver still gets a point there, yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back, no bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. To the middle, he's got Tebow. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So the PI decline, and that'll give him a fresh set of downs.
And when you scout tight ends, one thing you want to know, just how strong they are. And we saw it in evidence there. He was able to fight through all the contact and still secure the football.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
They go play action with Lawrence. That's out wide here for Robinson. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
Check 24. Hard. He's checking. Crash. Switch. He grip.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and a game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off, but all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time we were watching and working on this game, I had it in the back of my head. We could get to overtime. Just the way this game went, the ebb and flow of it all. And then to get there and finish it what I would call an old school way, a running play, because in today's NFL, we throw the ball to ring the bell, don't we?
Not there. They ran it in. And again, just a great game that we bore witness to.